simplify as far as possible this algebraic fraction. So in the numerator, we have a quadratic. Right, how do I know it's a quadratic expression? Well, the highest power of x is 2. And it kind of looks like the standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, and in the denominator, we also have a quadratic, right? Except this one doesn't have that middle term, but that's fine. And to simplify a fraction like this, the goal is to find any common factors between the numerator and the denominator and cancel them out. So for example, 8 divided by 12, we could write 8 as 4 times 2. We could write 12 as 4 times 3, right? Splitting it up into their factors. And they have a common factor of 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And we're left with 2 over 3. So that's how to simplify a rational fraction, like a fraction just with integer numbers in it. We can apply the same idea to an algebraic fraction, but instead of our factors being 4 and 2, we might have x plus 1 and x minus 5, right, after we factorize the quadratic expressions. So our first step is to factorize the quadratic expressions and then cancel any common factors to simplify. So looking at the numerator, let's get out our brackets. The coefficient of x squared is 2. So one of our x terms must be 2x. The two numbers that we need to find multiply to negative 14. So it could be 14 and negative 1, or negative 14 positive 1, or it could be 2 and 7, negative 7, or negative 2 and positive 7. All right, so just list out all the factors and just start trying them. So to get negative 3x in the middle, I'm thinking 7 and 2. And I want the 2 multiplied with this 2 to give 4. And this 7 goes with this to give 7x. And we want minus 3x, so we want minus 7x plus 4x. And so the 4x again comes from this expansion. If that made no sense to you because it was kind of my internal monologue, what you should do is write out your factors. Don't forget, in this case, we have the sign. Oh, I'll keep it consistent. The sign change for each number. Try the numbers, and you might need to swap them around as well. And you should see some patterns emerging to improve your guess. Okay, but we've factorized the numerator. Now let's factorize the denominator. Before I even factorize this, I see 2 and 8 have a common factor of 2. So I can factorize that out straight away. And now we can, so that simplifies the problem a bit. So now we can just factorize x squared minus 4. The numerator stays the same. X squared minus 4. So we're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 4 and add to 0. So that will be negative 2 and positive 2. Right? They add to 0 and they multiply to negative 4. And would you look at that? It's almost like I knew it was going to happen, but you should too, because this is a very common question, right? Simplifying a fraction where you factorize it, and then you see these two common factors, which you can then cancel out. So we're left with 2x minus 7 over 2 times x minus 2. Now, You might be tempted to take this further, like expand the denominator and look for other things that cancel, but we've already factorized it and already cancelled, so there's no further simplification from here.